So I'm happy
Recording in progress.
to introduce the Red Thistle dance group to you, and I will hand it over to Fred.
Thank you very much, Jean. And I am the artistic director of the Red Thistle Scottish Dancers. We are based in Palo Alto, California, and we were formed over 50 years ago by John and Jennifer Kelly. And before the dancers all appear and we start dancing, we'll have a little introductory musical piece by Callie at the harp, Micah playing fiddle, and Lyle playing at the keyboard. All right? Thank you very much to Callie, Micah, and Lyle. We are so very blessed, Red Thistle, to have our own musicians, our own in-house band. They play either for our performances or we are able to record them for when we have recorded music, and we are very, very blessed to have them with us. They help enhance our dancing and make it even more fun. Our first dance is a medley of Scottish country dancing. Red Thistle, as we'll demonstrate tonight, we demonstrate and educate about Scottish dance and the music and the dance traditions. And this first one is Scottish country dancing, which is the ballroom dancing of Scotland, done in couples, originated in the French courts, and similar to square dancing, that may be familiar to some of you. And with these two dances are modern. Autumn Posy, devised by Romaine, a lady named Romaine in New Zealand, and then the March Hare, which is devised by one of our own, Michael Bentley, who now lives on the East Coast. Here we go, Autumn Posy and the March Hare. Thank you, dancers. And that is an example of Scottish country dancing. And the first dance, the Autumn Posy, was done in a Strathspey, which is a slower, stately tempo, unique to Scotland. And then the second dance, the March Hare, is a lively reel, and the musicians really make us excited when they're playing lively reels. It makes the dancing go a lot better and a lot more fun. This next dance is called Island of Dreams. It is a ladies' step dance, also of the Scottish tradition. This was written by Margaret Zadwarny in the 1970s. She is a Scotswoman who emigrated to Winnipeg in Manitoba, Canada. And this is in waltz time, The Island of Dreams. Thank you, ladies. You can imagine these ladies dancing in the drawing room of a 17th or 18th century castle. The laird of the castle and his lady would bring out their young daughters. This would be part of their training to be a lady in society, to bring out, have them dance for their guests. This is a fine example of that. Next up now is another Scottish country dance medley. The first dance is a jig called Purdy Pink Shoes, and one of Red Thistle's trademarks are the beautiful red pumps that the ladies wear. I found a dance for with pink shoes. I'm still working on one for thread. Followed by Jonathan's Farewell, written by our Jennifer Kelly, the original artistic director for one of our members who, after his retirement from the group a few years ago. And then we're finishing up with the Breakdown, which is a dance written by a fellow in England. A lot of fun to do, particularly when we don't break down. And I'm included in the set today, so we'll see. All right, there was no breakdown, including from the artistic director. The dancing is a little aerobic if you want to take it up. We have dancers in our group in the Royal Scottish Country Dance Society, group of country dancers in the Bay Area. I know Kathy's mother, still actively dancing at 95. She's doing very well at that. Oh, I have to go to Kathleen's training camp, I think. All right. But the next dancers are up, ready for a shepherd's crook, which you'll see is an example of a Highland dance. Pretty highly aerobic. And this one is unique in that one man with two ladies. You'll see a shepherd's crook figure during the dance as one of the ladies takes turns turning under the other two. The shepherd's crook. Well done, Highland dancers. Yes, that dance was collected by Isabel McNabb, a teacher, Highland dancer and teacher from Vancouver, Canada. Now, we have one more dance before the intermission, during which our wonderful musicians are going to play a selection of tunes. We're all going to grab a quick drink of water, but we'll be back for a second half. And this last medley is this country dance medley with 5 couples. We're going to be dancing this way due to space limitations, but it also lends a different perspective to the figures that will be dancing on the floor. So you can check for the accuracy of our patterns here. Let's hope we went well in practice and rehearsal last week, so I'm hopeful it'll go well again today. First one is called Serendipity, Strathspey, written by Jennifer Kelly, and the second one is a worldwide favorite of Scottish country dancers, Polharrow.
So, Micah and I are going to play a Robert Burns song called A Fond Kiss. Robert Burns was the poet laureate of Scotland. He lived in the 18th century and he wrote over 500 poems, many of which he set to popular tunes of the day. And some of them you might actually know now. For instance, he wrote the words to Auld Lang Syne, which is often sung at New Year's Eve. So, A Fond Kiss is a farewell poem song. Robert Burns was friends with a woman who was emigrating to Jamaica, and she was going to join her family there. And in the 18th century, that's pretty far away. You're not going to see this person again. So he wrote some very dramatic words to this poem. A fond kiss, and then we sever. A farewell, alas, forever.
Now, Micah and I, who you've heard backing up the dancing, will play just some tunes for ourselves. We'll start with a march, which we haven't had a chance to play otherwise, and then we'll play two of these Strathspeys. I think Fred said that the Strathspeys are the distinctively Scottish, slow, stately tunes, but he didn't say they're the power tunes. Whoa! And in fact, the second of the Strathspeys is a Strathspey that Micah composed. And then we'll round it off with a hornpipe, which is a lot like a reel. Right. Think of it as a reel. The dancers ready? Yeah, so okay.
Yes, many thanks. Thank you, Callie, Michael, and Micah and Lyle for giving us a quick break. It sounded lovely in the back room too. All right, dancers are ready. The next medley. I'm in it. What am I doing? All right. The first dance is entitled the Tattie Bogle, which is a Scottish term, or a Scottish term for a scarecrow. Next one's Unraveling, which is a Strathspey written by Jennifer Kelly again. And again, it was a challenge for the group. And it is a challenge most times we dance it. It is a beautiful dance with beautiful music. And let's hope we don't unravel during unraveling. And then the last one is the Clansman, which celebrates the Scottish clans. Each of us men have a different tartan in our kilts. The ladies are wearing a different tartan in their dress. That'll be discussed later. But yeah, this celebrates the clans of Scotland. I'm going to turn over the microphone to Denise and Jamie, both of whom are on the costume committee for Red Thistle.
Well, hi, we only have just a moment, and we could spend all day here talking about kilts and tartan. But one of the really wonderful things about Scottish country dancing is you do get to wear the kilt. All of the kilts here, the tartans represent different families. They can represent different military units, different places. There is, however, a special tartan that you may notice that all the ladies are wearing. This is the Red Thistle tartan, designed by Deborah Savage.
Deborah designed the tartan and got it registered officially as an official tartan using the colors from the local red, from the red thistles. We were going to use that in our dresses, and we discovered there was too much brown in it. It didn't look like a tartan from a distance, so Deborah made another tartan. And that's this one, which has the white, again, the greens and the reds to display the thistle. So when we made new costumes, we added the godets so that we could put in the tartan. It used to be in the old days, women would wear white dresses because everybody had a good white dress. And now we just made something so we can show our tartan and complement the tartans in our gentlemen.
So after the show, if you are curious, come up to one of us and we'll tell you whatever you want to know about our individual tartans. And we so appreciate you all being here and being a wonderful audience.
Thank you very much, Denise and Jamie. Next up is a medley, a combination of lady step dance with a country dance. So we'll start off with the three ladies today, dancing Bonnie Dundee. Bonnie Dundee is a modern step dance devised by David Tague, who was one of my teachers growing up. He now lives in Michigan. And then we'll follow up with country dancers. They're going to dance the Clydebank Strathspey by Roy Goldring of England. And we'll finish up with the Weathercock. That'll be in a four-way set this way, four-couple set. And you'll watch the intricate meanwhile figures, the combination of figures at the same time, I hope. Here we first of all, Bonnie Dundee. All right. Next up is another Scottish country dance medley, a combination of the Brudenell jig, which is written by Brenda Burnell from Leeds in England, my mentor, Anna Holden Strathspey, which is a Strathspey written for Anna Holden, who is a wonderful Scottish country dance teacher and a magistrate. And the Grass Valley Special, which the team kind of whipped up for a performance we did earlier this summer. We needed something to finish this medley, and this is what we came up with. Here we go. Next up, our lovely step dance ladies are up for a dance entitled Welcome to Galloway. And Galloway is a district in the southwest of Scotland. Welcome to Galloway. Thank you very much, ladies. All of us with Red Thistle, including the musicians as well, are Scottish country dancers. We love Scottish country dancing, and we all do what you've seen the group of us do. Some of us do the lady step dancing and the Highland dancing, which are extra practice, more steps to learn. But we all are Scottish country dancers, lovers at heart, absolutely love the music that's played for it, the history, the tradition, the art form. We have one more dance. It's Scottish country dancing, but it's a set piece that the group has developed for this year. It's called Three Squared. Three Squared. And as the dancers come onto the stage to perform, you'll see why it's called Three Squared. We have a lot of mathematicians and scientists in our group, including me. It's been our pleasure to perform for you this evening. We've been here a few years in the past. It's been a few years, and it's so lovely to be back here. So thank you for being such a wonderful audience. Come up and talk to us after the performance. We'd be very pleased to talk to you. Three Squared, and thank you very much.